Welcome back to Dilmax. Today in this video, I am going to explain fractions. All of you know the definition of fraction. A fraction is a number that represents part of a whole. That whole may be a single object or collection of objects. So, two cases are there. Whole may be a single object or whole may be a collection of objects. So, first we will check the case whole as a single object. Here I took a pizza. 8 equal parts will be there in a pizza, isn't it? From this 8 parts, I took one part and I ate. Okay. From this, I took one part and I ate. So that eaten parts I drawn here. So this is the part I ate. I want to represent this by fraction. By a number I want to represent the parts I ate. Okay. So how will I represent that? How many total parts are there? Total 8 equal parts are there. Total parts 8. And how many I ate? One part I ate. So this one part I want to represent by fraction. How can I represent? We will check. So total parts are 8. Out of 8, I ate one part. Out of 8, I ate one part. So the representation of this is what? 1 by 8. So this is in the form of numerator divided by denominator, isn't it? What is numerator and what is denominator? Here 3 parts will be there in a fraction. An upper part, a lower part and a fraction bar. Okay, this is the upper part, this is the lower part and this is the fraction bar. So the upper part is known as numerator and the lower part is known as denominator. And this bar is called as fraction bar. Part that I ate, I represented by fraction, that is 1 by 8. And what will come in the denominator and what will come in the numerator? How many total parts are there in the whole? That will come in the denominator. Total number of parts, how many equal parts are there? 8 equal parts are there, that will come in the denominator. And how many I ate? I ate only one part, that will come in the numerator. So what will come in the numerator? The number to be referred will come in the numerator. Okay. Now what about this? This was whole pizza only, but from that I took one piece and I ate. Now it is the remaining part. This part is not there now, isn't it? Now it is only, how many parts are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remaining part, seven. Now 7 parts are remaining. I want to represent the remaining part by fraction. How can I represent? What will come in the denominator? Number of equal parts will come in the denominator and how many pieces are remaining here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 parts are remaining here. So the fraction is 7 by 8. So we'll go for one more example. I took a paper here and I divided that into 4 equal parts. And out of that 4, I shaded 3 parts. I shaded 3 parts. I want to represent the shaded region by fraction. So how many equal parts are there? 4 equal parts are there. So shaded region, how can I represent by fraction? Total number of parts will come in the denominator. So 4 equal parts are there, that will come in the denominator. And how many parts shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts shaded, that will come in the numerator. So the fraction is 3 by 4. And if I want to represent the unshaded region, the region that not shaded, how many parts are not shaded? 1 part is not shaded. And what will come in the denominator? 4 will come because total 4 parts are there and 1 will come in the numerator because 1 part is not shaded. So the fraction that represents the not shaded region is 1 by 4. Okay. So in a fraction, this is the numerator. This is the denominator. And this is called fraction bar. Okay, so this is the case 1, whole as a single object. Now we will check whole as collection of objects. The next case is collection of object. That means the whole as a collection of object. So here I took an example. I took a box. In that 12 balls are here. So here objects are balls. Okay. From that balls, I took 2 balls outside. So these 2 balls are not here now. I want to represent these 2 balls by fraction. How can I represent? No fraction, a numerator and denominator will be there. What will come in the denominator? How many balls are there? Total objects. How many balls are there? 12 balls are there. So that 12 will come in the denominator. I want to represent this by fraction. So in the denominator 12 will come, and what will come in the numerator? How many balls I took outside? 2 balls I took outside. So 2 will come in the numerator. So 2 by 12 is the fraction that representing the 2 balls. And what about this? What is remaining here? 10 balls are remaining. I want to represent the remaining part by fraction. How can I represent the remaining part? Out of 12 I took 2 outside. Then how many is remaining here? 10 balls are remaining. So that will come in the numerator. And what will come in the denominator? Total number of objects will come in the denominator. Total number of objects was 12. So 10 by 12 is the number that represents the remaining part. Okay, so 10 by 12 balls are remaining. 2 by 12 I took outside. I will explain one more example. I took 7 flowers here. That is the collection of objects here. 7 flowers. In that 7 flowers, the shaded flowers are red in color. And the flowers that are not shaded is blue in color. So I want to represent the red color flower and the blue color flowers in fraction. How can I represent? Red flower is equal to out of. So in the denominator what will come? Total number of objects will come in the denominator. How many flowers are there in total? 7 flowers are there in total. So 7 will come in the denominator. And what will come in the numerator? How many red flowers are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 red flowers are there. So the fraction that represents the red flower is equal to 3 by 7. Now I want to represent the blue color flower by fraction. So what will come in the denominator? As usual, total number of objects. 7 is the total number of objects. And how many flowers are blue in color? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flowers are blue in color. So what is the fraction? 4 by 7 is the fraction. Here what is the numerator? 4 is the numerator and 7 is the denominator. So in this case, what do you keep in your mind? Collection of objects. If in the question collection of objects is coming with denominator, what you should write? Total number of objects you should write. So what is the definition of fraction? Fraction is a number that represents the part of a whole. That whole may be a single object or collection of objects. If it is a single object, that should be divided into equal parts. Okay. I hope all of you understood. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.